we're going to head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason to hear a little bit of the flavor of what we're hearing from Browns fans.
I just want to speak on the Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield fiasco going on, possibly Baker leaving. Not happy about it. My name is Dennis Dice. I'm from Xenia, Ohio. Been a fan since 1979. So here's my little spill. I'm going to read it off to you. I sent an email to the Cleveland Browns also because this is mind-boggling. You're making the biggest mistake in Browns franchise history if you don't repair this relationship with Baker ASAP. He leaves and has success somewhere else, and we continue to spin the wheels. Buy Barry and buy Stefanski and have them. You can just sell the franchise. This is a joke. You have Baker $19 million in the final year of his rookie contract and won't give him an opportunity to rewrite this story after an injury-plagued year. You deserve to suck. The kid is the best we've had since Tim Couch changed the culture, led us to the playoff speech. Sixburg dealt with COVID and multiple injuries and tried to will this team to victory. Now you're willing to risk it for Deshaun Watson? He might have won his legal battles, but still could have civil issues along with legal suspension.
All right, as always, we appreciate all of the voicemails. Biggest mistake in franchise history? Ooh, we got a lot of them. Johnny Manziel, Hugh Jackson, Ray Farmer, Trent Richardson. Man, I could keep going down and down. But again, I get what he's saying. The other thing that I would say in defense of Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry, if they don't win football games, they're not going to be here. So there's a balance there. There's going to be a pushback if in fact Deshaun Watson comes here, and there probably should be. I get why people would be upset. What he did was wrong. 22 of them, you can't dismiss them. Not all 22 are lying. That's just the way it is.
I agree. I did something on my show on Saturday, and I said, look, hey, Deshaun Watson has his life back. I get that. But there's also, 22 women who don't feel like they're excited and jumping up for joy that, he's being courted because of the way that, the lawsuit went. Now, here's the situation. In terms of the courts, I can only go by what the courts say. I for myself, in my show, I withheld judgment. I didn't talk about Deshaun Watson all that much because I didn't think it was advantageous to do so. If I didn't even know whether he was going to be able to play, maybe he was going to be he could have been in jail. So I didn't know any of that. But when they come back and the grand jury says, hey, we don't have enough evidence to convict him of these 22 crimes that allegedly took place. In America, I got to go based on what the court says. Now, is the court system 100%? No. Is an American court system something that is error-proof? No. But at the end of the day, as a person, as a sports talk journalist or a sports talk media guy, I got to go by what they say. And I'm judging the football. Is he able to play? Is he going to be in play? You have to talk about it, and you have to analyze his game on the field. When you talk about what they do and what's going on with Deshaun Watson, you got to think of it like this. Deshaun Watson, by any stretch of the measure, is a better talented person than Baker Mayfield. It just is what it is. I mean, the numbers, the eye test, he has all three of them. We have to remember something. When the Cincinnati Bengals went to the Super Bowl and Joe Burrow was in his second year, you have to look at that and say, there's pressure on your coach to say, hey, what are we doing here? Are we turning over every leaf to get better? Because, yes, you could give Baker Mayfield his fifth year. If he does not work out in that fifth year, you got to realize you're back to a rebuild. You're talking about, hey, can we go in a draft next year and draft somebody? And you got guys like Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Myles Garrett in the prime of their career saying, hey, guys, we've been shuffling quarterbacks. We've been doing this. Am I going to want to stay here? Our free agents want to come? If you're dealing with a new rookie quarterback, and I think this is really quickly here too, people underestimate this fact. Kevin Stefanski, after winning Coach of the Year, all of a sudden is not in no honeymoon stage. People have already talked about him giving up the play calling, right? So if he comes in next year, there's nothing to say if Baker Mayfield fails in this year. They go into the offseason and Jimmy Haslam says, hey, we're going to have to take, at minimum, the play calling from you. And at worst, it could be, hey, we got to go in a different direction. You got to realize you're tied to the quarterback. And he didn't draft Baker, and he gave him an ample shot and opportunity to do what he can do. But this is a business, and I think the front office made that decision.